How to close the top of the double knit hat. So that's what it should look like when you're finished, and same on the other side, just in alternate colors. But how did I actually just kind of tie off that end of the double knit hat? Well, I will show you how I did that. So here is a teeny tiny miniature little hat. Okay, and I've got the stitches to tie off, and so on my instructions I say thread one color through one yarn needle, another color through another yarn needle, and because this is primarily my white side, I'm going to pick white as my knit. And then I am, sorry it's so tiny, but you'll get the idea. So I'm just going to thread the yarn through the knit stitches as if I'm knitting. So even though that one's a gray, it doesn't matter. That's the knit stitch. So I knit through that, and I'm going to pull it off. And then I'm going to purl with the other color. So then that's the purl stitch in double knitting, and I'm going to pretend to purl that one. Okay. Then I will knit this stitch, because that is normally one you would knit in the double knitting. So I'm going to knit that and knit it through, just tighten it up a bit, and then I'm going to purl that one, pull it off, tighten it off. One needle done. Okay, you get the idea? So I'll just do a couple more, and then I'll fast forward to the end here. So this next one is my knit. So I'm gonna put that through as though I was knitting. Whoop, sorry about that. There you go. And I'm gonna pull it off. And I'm just pulling it a bit tight as I go. And purl. Like that, just get that out of the way. Purl that one off and pull it off and pull it a bit tight. Okay, I'll just finish this off and show you what it looks like at the end. Just 2 stitches left, so I'm knitting, like not knitting, but running the yarn through as though I'm knitting, pulling it a bit tight, and I'm purling the last one. Okay, and before I go super tight pulling with this, I would just want, because I'm going to weave in the gray on the gray side, I'm just going to go through the hole, that's the sort of the center of the cap, and I'm going to pull the gray one through so I can weave in those ends later. Okay, so now I just pull this tight like that, and you can flip it around the other way for the other side of the cap, and we're going to pull it tight, and then you're finished, and all you'd have to do would be to weave in the ends. And that's how I finish off that last part of the double knit hat, and then just weave in the ends on this side and on that side, and you will end up with a cap that looks like that. Happy knitting!